I see you kept the family going, and I respect that.
Okay, so it should be me by your side.
You don't have the power over him you think you do.
All right, what's the plan?
Somebody's framing me for this.
You need to eliminate the threat.
I killed a man for that money, Diana.
And I ain't tell you to do that.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost, Season 2, Episode 6. This is the What to Expect video for Episode 6, and it is based off the trailer that they put out. The title of the episode is called What's Free, and the description for the episode reads, Tariq reflects on where he is in his life and who he can trust. Brayden must decide whether to protect his family or help save Tariq's. Monet's faced with a new world order within her own family. So those are the key elements of this next upcoming episode. You guys make sure you checked out my last video. I dropped the episode 5 recap, so check that out if you have not seen it. That episode was straight up fire. A lot of different parallels between this show and the original Power. And remember that this episode will not be airing until 2 weeks from now. So that is January 9th, 2022. Once again, for everybody that does not know, that is going to be in 2 weeks. And remember, they're doing this because they want to air the season finale on the same date as the season premiere of Power Book 4 Force. Now let's go over this trailer. What did we see in this episode 6 preview? Now it starts off with your boy Lorenzo. He's having a conversation with Cane, and we can expect these two to have some issues. We know Cane has been holding it down with Mecca, helping out with the family as well. Lorenzo is back and he wants to do things his way, and I got a feeling Lorenzo is going to go with his original plan, and that is to have Drew by his side. Now this is just my predictions. We heard him tell Monet who he wants to be running things, and I believe that person will be Drew. And Cane, of course, most likely is going to be pissed off. And Cane, I'm pretty sure he wants to know why he is not being chosen by his father. At the end of the day, we know what Lorenzo really wants to do. And at the end of the day, Cane's going to realize that controlling his father or even coming to an agreement is going to be more difficult than he had imagined, right? So we see him and Monet having a conversation, and they're talking about, Lorenzo, and she tells him, well, now you see it ain't as easy to control him or, work with him as it may have seemed like, right? So it seems like they're going to be coming up with a game plan to try to neutralize Lorenzo. As I told you, Lorenzo, he wants to run things his way. He has an agenda, and his agenda is not the same agenda that Monet has. And you're going to see that friction between him and Cane, and you're going to see it between him and Monet. But I got a feeling that Diana and Drew will definitely be on their father's side. I'm going to talk more about that in this video. Now, your boy Tariq is talking about he has been framed. Well, we know your boy Cane set him up. Cane has set him up to take the fall, and it's all came back on Tariq. Now he has to try to figure out how he's going to get out of this. Good thing is Tariq has some great resources. Davis McLean, Cooper Sacks, Rashad Odall Tate, if he wants to step up. I mean, they can help him out. Now, what do you guys think? Because a lot of people have been saying that this is what Tariq deserves. If you go back to the end of Power Season 6, the majority of the fans was saying, man, I can't stand Tariq. I hope he gets what he deserves. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Tariq is definitely getting what he deserves. Ghost told him this since day one. You're rather going to end up in jail or dead. He is seeing the life full of misery that Ghost was talking about. This is it. You made your choice. At the end of the day, we know that Tariq's parents, they did mess up a lot in their life. But we do know Tariq is a grown man. He knows this information already. Similar to your boy Kanan. In raising Kanan, he's pretty much telling us that, yes, his mom was dirty. She did all types of different things. She told him to do certain things. But when it's all said and done, he was the one that made the decision. He had the choice to do what he wanted to do. The same thing goes for Tariq. Tariq had a decision to make. This is the life that he wants to live. In this episode, with episode 5, the whole thing, it was about karma, coming home to roost. The things that you have done in the past, they're going to come back and hunt you. And that's exactly what happened to Tariq. So of course he was very pissed off as far as what is happening. Yes, your boy Kane was the one that framed him. The sad part about this is Tariq was the one that took out Professor Jabari Reynolds. But we do know Kane took out Officer Ramirez and he helped take out Professor Jabari Reynolds. When it's all said and done, we know Tariq made these decisions. Yes, a lot of fans are pissed off at him. A lot of fans have loved to like him actually after the events of Power Season 6. But at the end of the day, whether you like Tariq or hate him, you got to give him his props when it comes to his character traits. We know what Tariq is capable of doing. And you can hate him all you want, but we know when it's all said and done what he's going to be able to do to the Tejada family or anybody else that steps in his way. We've seen it time and time again, and that's what I pretty much note out in each of my videos about how he's going to make those adjustments. Yes, I didn't like what he did in Power Season 6 to Ghost, but it is what it is. And whether I like him or not, I still got to give him his just due when it comes to getting the job done, which I believe he's going to continue to do before the end of this season. I think he's going to make those adjustments. At the same time, he will continue to make those mistakes and he will continue to deal with those consequences of his actions. This is something that Tariq has actually said. You got to deal with the hand that you're dealt, make those adjustments and keep it moving, which I believe he's going to do in the upcoming episodes. Now, Tariq will be struggling. Being locked up for the first time is going to be a major adjustment for him to get over. But as I told you guys, Ghost has warned him already. I already know that little note that Ghost sent him. It got to him. So now he's going to be eager to prove that he can get over this. And I honestly believe he will, but it will be at a cost. Now, also in this trailer, we see your boy Drew. He's talking to Lorenzo and he's pretty much talking to him about threats. What threats are presented as of right now in this season? We know Mecca is a threat, right? Could it be Mecca? Could it be anybody that is associated with Tariq? At the end of the day, Drew is the person that Lorenzo wants to run things. He is going to continue to put that pressure on Drew, and you're going to see a different side of Drew in this second half of Power Book 2 Ghost. We know that Drew and Diana, they're sick of taking orders from Monet, and they're going to let her know. Remember, in the description, it pretty much states that there's going to be a new world order within the Tejada family. This is what I've been telling you guys for like the past week. We know it's going to be some major changes. Also in the trailer, we see your boy Brayden. In the description, it says that Brayden has to make a decision. Does he want to save his life, his family, or does he want to save Tariq? So we're going to find out what Brayden's going to do. As I told you, Brayden has been loyal for the most part. We know he did make some mistakes this season so far. Being around Kane, put a lot of trust in Kane, and he's going to see those consequences. But Brayden definitely needs to step up. I believe when it's all said and done, he will look out for Tariq. But at the end of the day, no one in this show can be trusted. And after they show Brayden, we see Davis MacLean talking to Monet. The question is, are they talking about Zeke or are they talking about how to get Tariq out of jail? We know that Tariq has done so much for Monet and the Tejada family to help out with Zeke. The question is, will Monet do the same for him and try to do whatever it takes to get him out of his sticky situation? Now, in the trailer, we can hear your girl Monet having a conversation with Diana, talking about, look, I killed a man because I believe he took that money. We know Diana is the one that took the money. We know Tariq told her this in the last episode. Monet was very pissed off. This is why, or at least one of the reasons why Monet is thinking about changing her life and doing exactly what Mecca wanted her to do. Just leave and start fresh. We know that's not going to be the case. It's going to be very difficult for her to do that, especially since your boy Lorenzo is out of prison and he's going to cause some major issues. And speaking of Lorenzo, in my opinion right here, it's looking like your boy Lorenzo is counting money. I can be completely wrong. And we see Diana, in my opinion, across from him, looking like they're counting money, playing Monopoly. And we already know this whole new Tejada family between Lorenzo, Diana, and Drew, it's going to be something very serious. And that's right here. We can see the Jesus piece. And your boy Lorenzo, he's like, look, I'm out. Put that ice on me, man. I'm letting them know the king is back in town. He's not going to be playing around. I'm going to tell you that right now. Lorenzo is definitely going to cause some issues within this whole Tejada family. And I got a feeling your boy Mecca is going to be very upset about this, because the last thing that he wanted is someone to mess up his opportunity to have Monet for himself. I mean, this dude had a vision. He wanted to save Monet and her family and just get away. But it's not looking like that's going to be the case. My question is, what will your boy Mecca do? We know Mecca. He's probably going to sit back and analyze the whole situation, do his little homework, and then we know Mecca is going to make his move. The question is, what type of move is Mecca going to make? We know this dude is very calculated and smart, and when he does make his move, I'm pretty sure the person that move is against will not see it coming. I mean, that's just my opinion. Now, at the end of the trailer, we can hear Diana telling Monet, look, I didn't tell you to do what you did to that dude. I mean, you took him out. That ain't something I told you to do. Monet is probably going to be very, very pissed off that Diana is finally stepping up to the plate. She is finally saying, look, I'm throwing down. You ain't about to keep bossing me and my brother Drew. I am the one that got Lorenzo out, not you. We know she's going to address her about the whole money thing, but still, Diana's going to hold her ground, and Monet is probably going to be like, man, she finally stepped up. Okay, I see what time it is. But Monet, you got to let them know who you is. You can't let them run over you. As of right now, we know Monet does not have control. Just like Tariq told her, you think you have control, but you don't. And Monet is, she's realizing that. I think she kind of knew already, but now more than ever, she is realizing that her kids, they're tired of taking her orders. Kane put her in her place. Tariq put her in her place. In this next episode, Diana, she's going to put her in her place. And Monet, she's not going to know what she wants to do. But she cannot sit around and wait for this whole Tejada war to explode in her face. She needs to make a move. And hopefully, her move is a very smart and calculated move. And as I told you guys earlier, the description is talking about a new world order within Monet's family. And that means that Drew, Diana, and Lorenzo, they're going to be plotting and planning, getting very, very close. We know that her two kids, at least Drew and Diana, they're tired of taking those orders from Monet. Hell, Kane, he is tired of taking those orders as well. So the last thing that she needs is any of her kids siding with Lorenzo, which is going to happen. And I'm just, eager to see how Monet is going to deal with all of this. But as I told you guys, will Monet just sit and let Tariq take all the heat from this? How will Kane react to all this news? I mean, this is something that he wanted. He wanted this, right? He wanted Tariq to go down for all of this. So we're going to see what he's going to do. At the end of the day, as I told you guys, whether you like Tariq, whether you hate him, you got to give him his props when it comes to getting the job done. When his back is against the wall, we know what he is able to do. And we already know he going to get out. He's going to get out. And we know he's going to have to make those adjustments. And when he is free, what type of life will he actually live? Well, what type of moves will he actually make? Knowing that these people set him up and he cannot trust the Tejada family at all for real, I'm telling you right now, I don't care what Monet talking about. I just can't be cool with Kane no more. Plain and simple. That dude has to go. If I am Tariq, I cannot deal with Kane no more. He got to go. He got to get moved off the board, man. He got to get his water cut off. Plain and simple. The dude trying to set me up for the okie doke. I know, I did take out Professor Jabari Reynolds, but he was a part of that. And he took out Officer Ramirez. So as I told you guys a few weeks back, when Kane was telling Tariq he's going to take the fall for all of this, in my head, I'm looking like, for real? Like, I'm not taking the fall for all of this. I'll take the fall for something that I did, but I am not about to take the fall for Officer Ramirez, because that is federal time, because you took out an officer of the law. So Kane and Tariq, the showdown is about to happen. Tariq cannot get out being all cool with Kane. That cannot happen at all. That dude needs to be checked and put in his place eventually, because even if Tariq gets out and everything is squashed, which I believe should not be squashed, Tariq will always have to watch his back, knowing that Kane is out there, especially if he is working close with Kane, with the Tejada family. In the back of his head, he just got to be thinking like, man, the dude trying to set me up time and time again, over and over. And let's just be honest, Tariq really never did anything to Kane like that. Ever since Tariq came in with the Tejada family, Kane has always hated on him. He's been jealous of him, and he's always tried to get him. So Tariq definitely needs to move differently, especially around Kane. But you guys let me know, man. Leave your theories, predictions, everything down below. We're going to continue to get ready for episode 6. We have a ton of fan theories, a ton of storylines to talk about. We got 2 weeks, y'all, so we're going to take our time with this. It's going to go fast. Don't worry, man. But thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.